Hello, sixth graders. This is Mr. Shearer, and we're continuing on with our unit on percents. Today we're looking at finding the percent of an increase or a decrease. Before we begin, I want to give you a preview of what's happening the next few weeks. This week, obviously your assignment today is on percent increase and decrease. Tomorrow I'm going to show you a trick for finding percents when you have 1%, 10%, and 100% trick. On Thursday, we're going to review for a practice quiz, and on Friday, you're going to have a percent quiz. Also, Friday is my last day for a couple weeks, so Mr. Shearer will be gone as of Friday, which means that if you need extensions in ALEKS, you need things opened up, please try to get that done this week. So next week is Thanksgiving. There's never school for you guys on Monday. You do have to take attendance. Tuesday is going to be a social emotional learning lesson with Miss Campbell. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to have a short ALEKS review assignment for the half day on Wednesday. That takes you into Thanksgiving. And then the week after Thanksgiving, please note all of your late or corrected work for first trimester is due December 1st. That is a Tuesday. But you cannot turn in work for first trimester after Tuesday, December 1st. And then also note that Tuesday and Wednesday that week, you're going to continue to do social emotional learning lessons with Miss Campbell, who's going to be covering me while I'm gone. And then Thursday will be a knowledge check in ALEKS. So some of you guys have been prompted to do the knowledge check, and I've been postponing that for most of you guys. But that'll actually be assigned Thursday, which is December 3rd, and I'm going to give you 2 days to do it, so Thursday and Friday that week. So that'll take us into second trimester and into December. So while I'm gone, I'll probably check email a little bit, but if you need ALEKS extensions, again, please try to do it this week. Anything you might need from me this week, it'd be very helpful if you got late work, missing work, and corrections turned in this week. I'm trying to stay on top of things, but I'm going to be watching my little newborn for 2 weeks, and it'll be hard for me to work from home. All right, all that to say, let's do some math. So we are working on finding the percent increase or decrease. I recommend calculator for this lesson. And it is an ALEKS assignment today. It's homework 13 in ALEKS. Quick reminder, we are finding percent today. So on all these questions today, we are finding the percent, which is part divided by whole. And then you get a decimal answer that you need to read as a percent. So 18 is what percent of 30? 18 divided by 30 is 0.6. That's a decimal. 0.6 is 60%. You have to know to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So on every problem in ALEKS today, it's this equation, part divided by whole, to get a decimal, which you have to read as a percent. Don't forget your triangle. Again, today we're looking for percent, so it's going to be all division, part divided by whole. You get a decimal answer. You have to know to read it as a percent. Okay, so the difference today is we're finding the increase or the decrease of a problem. And I'm going to give you 2 examples that we're not going to solve. I just want you to see what I'm talking about with increase or decrease. The first example is an increase example. Last week, Brian had $70 saved towards a new bike. This week, he has $110. What was the percent increase? So an amount started at 70, then went up to 110, and you have to find the percent increase. And that's just an example of an increase question. How about this one? Irvine scored 28 points at his first basketball game. He only scored 13 points in the last game. What was his percent decrease? So again, it's a change in value, either going up, in the case of the first example, or going down, as in the case of the second example. It's a change in value, and you got to find the percent. We're going to jump into some example questions. The price of an item has dropped to $77 today. Yesterday it was 140. Find the percent decrease. So the way you solve this is first, step one, you find the increase or the decrease. You find the difference in the values. So 140 minus 77 is 63. Again, all I did was subtract the smaller value from the larger value, 140 minus 77, which equals 63. That is my amount of change. That's what's changed. Don't forget your triangle. We're looking for percent today, so I know it's going to be a division problem. And then the equation is, it's the amount of change, in this case $63, divided by the original amount, which was 140. That gives me a decimal. 63 divided by 140 is 0.45. And the last step is I just need to know to read that as a percent. So I need 2 decimal places, and 0.45 would be 45%. So the answer is 45%. So I'm going to recap that real quick. Okay, we had a question where an item was 140 yesterday. It dropped to $77 today. What's the percent decrease? So we found the difference, which was $63. That's how much the item decreased in price. So the change in price was $63. We remembered that we're looking for percent, so we know it's a division problem. Part divided by whole. The part is that change, so 63 divided by the original amount, in this case 140. So 63 divided by 140, that gave me 0.45, which I had to know how to read as a percent. I moved my decimal 2 places. 0.45 is 45%. I'm going to show you another example. Okay, the price of an item has dropped to $81 today. Yesterday was $180. Find the percent decrease. So step one, find the change in price. In this case, $99. So it was 180 yesterday. It's 81 today. That means it dropped $99. I know it's a division problem because I'm looking for percent. It's the change, in this case 99, divided by the original amount, which was 180. 99 divided by 180 is 0.55, which is 55%. Okay, I'm going to show you a third example. The price of an item yesterday was $160. Today the price rose to $216. Find the percent increase. So notice that yesterday's price, that's the original price, was $160. Then it went up to $216. What's the percent increase? Well, I got to find the amount of change, how much it's changed. So the difference between $216 and $160 is $56. I know it's a percent problem, so I'm going to divide, part divided by whole. The part is that 56, the amount of change, divided by the original amount. And the original amount was 160. 56 divided by 160 gives me 0.35. And 0.35 is 35%. All right, what if it's a little trickier? The price of a cup of coffee has dropped to $2.10 today. Yesterday's price was $2.25. Find the percent decrease. Round your answer to the nearest tenth of a percent. So same process to start. 225 minus 210 is 15 cents. So 15 cents cheaper today for a cup of coffee than it was yesterday. I'm going to be dividing. And it's the original amount, or it's the amount of change, in this case 15 cents, divided by the original amount, which was $2.25. And the reason this question's a little harder is because I get a weird decimal. Don't panic. Some of you guys see long decimals and you assume you've done something wrong. But I get this weird decimal, and it says round your answer to the nearest 10th of a percent. So I want to point this out. You're going to move your decimal 2 places to change it into a percent. That's going to give you 6.6. I look one number to the right, and it's going to round to 6.7%. So again, all I did was I get a long decimal answer. I have to imagine to change it to a percent. I read it 2 places to the right, and I would have 6.6, but because the next number is a 6, best answer rounded to the nearest 10th of a decimal is 6.7%. Let's try one more with like this. The price of a notebook was $3.15, but it went up in price to $3.65. What was the percent of increase? Okay, so I find the amount of change. And 365 minus 315, that's 50 cents difference. So that's the change, or the part, 50 cents. I'm going to cover up what I'm looking for, and I know I'm dividing. On all these questions today, you're dividing. So it's the change, 50 cents, divided by the original amount. And the notebook originally was $3.15. Again, I get a long weird decimal, 0.158730158. It's asked me to go to the nearest 10th of a percent. So imagine moving your decimal over 2 places, 1, 2, and it's going to be 15%. I look at that 8, and that 7 makes that 8 round up to a 9. My answer will be 15.9%. I know you can do this. Even if it sounds hard, you can rewatch the video. I think you guys, once you get the pattern on this, I think most of you guys will find this fairly easy. This is my dad joke. I knows you can do it. Don't forget, it's an Alex assignment today. It's called Homework 13. As always, 6th graders, give me an email if you're stuck. Let me know if you're having any problems. Otherwise, I wish you guys luck. And thanks again for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.